Well, now for something not entirely different, but a little bit different. So we have well, first of all, that's my Gmail account if you want to get a hold of me and save money. I'll let you look at that. And then we have a National Electronics 6303/X80 tube. I don't know what that means other than the fact that it's a powered something because of all the stuff in the tube there. I'm sure all of you tube enthusiasts who have knowledge of things, which I don't, are all shaking your heads and ready to ready to send me a nasty comment on YouTube. And I would appreciate it because the more I hear from you, the more I know and the more I can learn along with this too. I've been doing this for about 8 years and it's really evolved over the time. I used to put Decatrons on everything, but it cost $100 for the Decatron. But then a friend of mine named Greg, my other Greg, came up with an idea for a Raspberry Pico, something anyway. So it does this little thing, sort of like a Decatron, but then it goes and does something else entirely different. Very unlike a Decatron. Changes colors, changes directions. In the end, it just goes absolutely wild, which is kind of neat. And then it starts all over again. You can tell we have a very active ammeter, lots of power going on when the things change on the Raspberry Pico, and also the clock. You'll see dips and changes in the ammeter. So that's sort of entertaining as well. So hopefully, I guess we should show you all the different sizes. Well, first of all, this is a switch that turns off the Raspberry Pico. Turn it back on, and there's that. And then the time comes back on. And then there's a switch in the back if you want to not have the auxiliary lights on it, like it's in your bedroom and you don't want airplanes landing on you. You can turn those off and sleep unencumbered by the fear of approaching aircraft. So I want to thank all of you for your support over the years, and hopefully this will appeal to one of you fine people out there and you'll buy it and make everybody happy. Well, at least make Debbie and I happy, and hopefully it makes you happy too. I'm a firm believer that everybody needs a Nixie clock, just to look at and to contemplate time. My father started it. He had scarlet fever when he was 5 years old, and his parents bought him a Seth Thomas mantle clock, which I still have, for him to look at while he had to stay in bed for a year with scarlet fever. So there's a history of healing timepieces in my family. So thank you for your time, and I appreciate your support, and you have a great upcoming weekend.